Hey, what's up guys? All right, so we're gonna go over my LG V60 ThinQ 5G UW from Verizon. It's a huge name. I wish it was shorter, and we're gonna shorten it to the LG V60, but there's important aspects of that name. Number one, 5G. So this has 5G. Hey, what's up guys? I chopped in real quick so I can give you the 5G and the 4G speeds. So here they are. Number two, it has UW, which is ultra-wide band for Verizon. So that's one thing that Verizon charges you extra because they have an extra radio in this phone. The AT&T and the T-Mobile variant don't have that extra radio. They don't need it for their networks. That's just the way it goes. You're going to pay a little bit more money for Verizon. And isn't that always the way it is anyways? A little bit more money for Verizon. But that's it, what it is. Anyway, so what do you get? You get this beautiful phone in either white or blue. I like the white, the pearlescent white. And when the sun hits it, and it's really nice and pretty, it's very clean looking. It's just the way I like it. Now, what else do you get? You get a 6.8-inch screen, which is a P-Oled, running about I think it's about 395 ppi, so the density of the pixels is very close, very close. You can't tell. You can't see any pixels, honestly. It is Gorilla Glass number 5, so that's what we're on now, number 5. What else? Flagship. You get flagship specs, flagship processor, which is Snapdragon 865 with 8 cores. This thing has 8 cores. Amazing in such a small form factor. So you can run multiple apps, no issues playing any games, doing anything, it'll do it. With that, you get the 8 gigs of RAM, plenty of RAM. Storage comes in 2 variants as well. It comes in 128, which is this one, or 256. It's up to you. You get an expansion slot, so you can add more memory if you need to. So I would go with 128. There's no real reason to spend more money for that. Just get the smaller storage one. What else about the phone? This has 3 cameras. You have one in the front, which of course we know is a selfie, 10 megapixels, 1.9 aperture, and you have 2 on the back, an ultra wide at 13 megapixels and a main camera at 64 megapixels. It's fantastic. It takes incredible pictures, great detail. It's a 1.8 aperture, so it does work well in low light. Now, in the camera setting, you have to pick dark mode or low light mode to make it really stand out. Otherwise, it doesn't know to go a little further into the ISO and bring it out the colors, bring out the light a little bit more in dark modes. So remember that it does have it, but you have to go into dark mode. The battery size, 5,000 milliamps. Good size battery. Lasts you all day long, no issues. Work it hard, no problem. Beginning, I hope it, usually turn the phone off, well, turn it on, take it off the charger at 7 a.m. and then from there all day, no issues, never have to recharge it. By the time I go to bed at 11, plug it in, I'm usually running about 30, maybe 40%, 35, 40%. I can go the next day, but I know that it'll be really tight, so I always charge it. What else? How is it built? Incredible build quality. This is a flagship phone, and they built it like one. This thing is beautiful. People have noticed it and said, is that an iPhone? Because of the way it's built, the way it looks. You know, whether you say copying is a form of flattery, it is. LG definitely looked at the Apple playbook and said, let's make something that fall into that category, and it looks great. IP68 waterproofing, so it's good for if you ever get it wet, say you get caught in the rain, you drop it in the sink, you drop it in anything with water, take it out, dry it off, you're fine. It'll last for 30 minutes up into 1.5 meters of water. Why? That's the rating for IP68. But we all know that if we drop it in something, grab it, take it out, dry it off, it'll be fine. No issues. It has Bluetooth 5.1. It has Qualcomm quickcharge 4.0 Plus. It has the new Android 11 that just came from Verizon. Everything working perfectly with Android 11. There are no issues. I read some forums that are talking about battery problems. I never had any problems, so it's working perfectly fine. This also has a 32-bit DAC built in. I don't use DACs. I don't use a headphone that would need a DAC. I'm always on Bluetooth. But for the people that do or want a true 32-bit DAC, this is probably your only option. So I would say go with this flagship and you'll be happy that you did. LG also put in 3 microphones. You got one on top, one on the side, and one on the bottom. I work in server rooms, and from time to time I get a phone call in there, and I can't, without noise cancellation, I wouldn't be able to have conversations. And this does a great job of noise cancellations in a noisy environment, like a data center room. That's another plus to this. I didn't know it had that, so that was a bonus. LG did a great job with this phone. I've had quite a few LGs. I've had the G5, the G6, the V10, the V20, and the V30 over the years. And this is their best phone that they ever made. I don't see myself changing this phone anytime soon for anything. I just don't see anything that could be so much superior to what this has to offer. It has quirkiness that I like. I'll show you in a little bit when we get close up. Things that LG does that no one else does. So I've really started to just love the LG phones. I always have loved the LG phones. And I hear that this is going to be their last phone. It's on the forums that this is it. This is their swan song. This is the last one they're going to build for us. I think they're going to leave the mobile space. So I'm happy that I got to have, and I do own, their last best phone. So either way, let's go a little further. I'm going to get you close into the phone so you can see it in action. If you don't go any further, thanks for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button down there, and you'll watch my other videos coming out. I'm working on two more, so hopefully I get those dropped in the next 2 weeks. But either way, stay tuned. We're going to get close up to the phone, and let's take a look at it. Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so here I am with my LG. Let's talk about it. Beautiful OLED screen, 6.8 inches. This is a Snapdragon, as I told you before. Now, let's talk about the build. LG knocked it out of the park. Beautiful. Just a fantastic build. Beautiful pearlescent white on the back, all glass with the nice chamfered edges here, metal frame. This thing is solid. I mean, it's a beast, as in the feel of it. No creaks, no bends, just well-made goodness. Let me wipe this down a little bit. Just beautiful phone. You'll be very happy with the quality build. Now, LG gives me a few things that I really love about the phone. First thing is the fingerprint sensors in the front. Guys, fingerprint sensors belong on the front. They don't belong on the back. The back is stupid. I don't care what anyone says. They're dumb. Don't put them here. So LG, thank you for putting it here on the bottom. This is where it belongs. Right here under the screen is where it belongs. Why does it belong there? Because if the phone is on a car mount, you can't unlock it. It's on the mount. So guys, that's my argument. If anyone wants to say, oh, it's better on the back, then tell me how you unlock it when it's on the car mount. I'll be waiting. Anyways, I'm just ranting. So to get back to it, thank you, LG, for putting the fingerprint sensor on the front. Second thing I like about LG is they put the navigation bar down here. You see I have extra little icons down here. I have an extra drop down. And with the drop down, I also have a screenshot saver. Boom. It's built in. I want to edit it, I can edit it. I can crop it, I can write notes on it, I can do anything I want to it. It's right there. I don't need to go to an app. I don't need to go look for an app. I don't have to worry about what that app is doing. This is built into the LG. If I don't want them, I just remove it too. LG gives me the option to get rid of that if I don't want those extra on the navigation bar. If I want to get rid of them or go back to gestures, I can go to gestures. I don't care for gestures, but some people love them. I'll prefer the buttons, and there's your button combination. I can remove it or add it. I can rearrange it. Customization. Android's about customization. That's why I love Android over the iOS all day. Next thing I love about the LG, they gave you a little extra feature here. So your down button, if you push this down twice, the screen's off, you pull out your pocket, you push it twice, it goes into the camera app. Boom, it's in the camera app. I didn't do anything. All I did was push it down twice. Push the volume down button down twice, goes in the camera app. Push the volume button up twice, it goes into like a memo saver. All right, so we're going to clear this one. So clear. I'm going to trash it. And there's the memo. I want to write down a phone number 05-925-7251. Don't know what the number is, but like say someone gave you a number and you want to write it down real quick. There. You didn't have to open the app. You didn't have to go on the phone. You just pushed up twice on the volume button, and you're in. Thank you, LG. It's these little things of customization that they do that make the phone more usable. You know, if I want to get to that note, okay, I just type in QU, and there's my note right there. And then I can send it or save it. What else about the phone I love? All right, so the camera app. I'm going to tell you something I don't love, and this is annoying. When you open it up, on the top it says 4:3. So this is the aspect. So you get to choose which aspect you want. All right. The 4:3, the 64 megapixel camera only does a 4:3 aspect. That's fine. I get 64 megapixels. Now watch what happens. If I leave the app, I didn't close the app. All I did was leave it. If I go back, it reverts back to just 4:3, which is not the 64 megapixel version. I have yet to find any place in the settings that lock it into the 64. You see, it's set for 64. I don't want the 16, but it won't stay there. If anyone knows a way to lock it in, please let me know. I have not found any way to lock it in to the 64 once you leave the app. So once I leave the app, well, I didn't leave the app. See, it's still running right there. If I go back to it, it goes back to 4:3. Dumb, but you know, it happens. They do some nice things in the camera app. I'm going to go ahead and get into that later. It'll be another video because it's a lot more detailed. We're just going to do the overview of the phone. So overall, I would say those are the things I love about this phone. Now, this is, I guess you could say, the best phone LG ever made. The last phone LG is going to make, because that's it for LG. For a flagship, because remember, this is flagship specs. The processor, the memory, the storage, the screen, everything about it is to compete with what Apple has and what Samsung has at a better price. Okay, so is the camera as good as Apple's? Yeah. With the right lighting, yes, it is. Is the processor as fast as Samsung's? Yeah, it opens everything, runs everything. It's neck and neck. Everybody's very close to each other. Is the build quality this is just as good? Oh, hell yeah. It's great. The build quality is beautiful. I actually like the fact that the bump is very shallow. You know, is battery life equal to the other flagships? Yeah, 5,000 milliamps. You're going to go all day. Fingerprint sensor worked perfectly fine. Yeah, everything works. Everything is great about this phone. So this is more of a, oh, I want to have an iPhone or I want to have a Samsung, and it's more of what you want to pay extra. To you or someone else, the Samsung's worth the extra $300. To me, it's not. It doesn't have these extra features. It doesn't have the assist button, and it doesn't have the features on the side, which I do like. Again, everyone makes up their own decisions. And this is just an overview of the phone and why I like it. I think you should buy this phone if you're in the market to buy a phone. You can pick these up on eBay for about $500. So you can pocket the $600 or $700 that you were going to spend on the iPhone or the Samsung and get yourself a phone that is of equal quality. Because ultimately, that's what we're looking for, of equal quality. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the phone, just let me know. It's a beautiful phone. It does everything great. It does everything great, really. It's quite amazing for what you get with the flagship of LG. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.